The impact of the environment on lung health. The health of our lungs is intricately tied to the environment in which we live, work, and play. The air we breathe, the places we inhabit, and the choices we make all play a crucial role in determining the well-being of our respiratory system. This introduction sets the stage for understanding how environmental factors can significantly impact our lung health. The human respiratory system is a remarkable and complex network of airways and tissues designed to extract oxygen from the air and expel carbon dioxide. However, this intricate system is vulnerable to environmental challenges, many of which have increased with urbanization and industrialization. One of the most vital environmental factors influencing lung health is air quality. The air we breathe can be teeming with pollutants, allergens, and irritants that can be detrimental to the lungs. Exposure to outdoor air pollution, which includes particulate matter, ground-level ozone, and toxic gases, has been linked to various respiratory conditions, including asthma, bronchitis, and even lung cancer. Indoor air quality is equally significant. The places where we spend most of our time, such as homes and workplaces, can harbor allergens like dust mites, pet dander, and mold, which are known triggers for asthma and allergies. Additionally, indoor air pollution from sources like tobacco smoke, household chemicals, and inadequate ventilation can further degrade lung health. Occupational factors must not be underestimated. Workplace environments may expose individuals to airborne hazards, such as asbestos, dust, fumes, and chemicals, which can contribute to lung diseases like pneumoconiosis or occupational asthma. Smoking and secondhand smoke are paramount concerns when discussing lung health. The devastating impact of tobacco smoke on the lungs is well documented, with smoking being a leading cause of lung diseases, including chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, and lung cancer. Secondhand smoke, inhaled by non-smokers, is equally dangerous. All these environmental factors intertwine with individual health choices and genetic predispositions. Understanding these complexities is vital for lung health management. In the chapters that follow, we will delve into practical strategies for minimizing environmental risks and optimizing lung health. It is an endeavor that requires vigilance, awareness, and proactive steps to breathe easier and live a healthier life. Human lungs are resilient, but they are not invincible. The cumulative impact of environmental factors can weaken their capacity over time, making it harder for individuals to breathe freely and live a life free from respiratory discomfort. This is why addressing environmental influences on lung health is a matter of great importance. Not only do environmental factors affect our physical health, but they can also have psychological and economic implications. The emotional toll of living with chronic lung conditions can be significant, often leading to stress, anxiety, and depression. Additionally, medical costs associated with the treatment of lung diseases are substantial, placing a considerable burden on healthcare systems and individuals. The good news is that, through increased awareness and informed decision-making, it is possible to mitigate the impact of these environmental factors on lung health. Understanding the specific risks associated with the places we frequent, the air we breathe, and the behaviors we engage in empowers us to take control of our lung health. Indoor air quality, tips for clean and healthy air at home. The quality of the air we breathe within the confines of our homes is of paramount importance to our overall health, especially when it comes to lung health. Indoor air quality, IAQ, is not always as pristine as we might assume. In fact, it can be filled with a variety of pollutants and allergens that impact our respiratory well-being. Here, we will explore practical tips for ensuring clean and healthy air in your home. Ventilation matters. Adequate ventilation is key to maintaining clean indoor air. Properly ventilated spaces allow for the exchange of indoor and outdoor air, reducing the concentration of indoor pollutants. Make use of exhaust fans, open windows when possible, and ensure your HVAC system is well maintained. Air purifiers. High-efficiency particulate air, HEPA, filters can help remove particles like dust, pollen, and pet dander from the air. Air purifiers with activated carbon filters can also be effective in reducing odors and gases. Humidity control. Maintaining appropriate indoor humidity levels, ideally between 30 to 50%, can prevent mold and dust mites from thriving. A dehumidifier can be helpful in reducing excess moisture. No smoking indoors. Smoking indoors is one of the most detrimental things you can do to your indoor air quality. The chemicals in tobacco smoke can linger for extended periods and are harmful to lung health. If you smoke, do so outdoors. Reduce allergen sources. Take steps to minimize allergen sources, such as frequent cleaning and vacuuming, washing bedding regularly, and considering hypoallergenic furnishings. Houseplants. Certain houseplants, like snake plants and peace lilies, can act as natural air purifiers, helping to remove toxins from the air. Just be aware that overwatering plants can increase humidity levels. Avoid harsh cleaning products. Some cleaning products emit volatile organic compounds, VOCs, that can be harmful to the respiratory system. Opt for eco-friendly, low-VOC products whenever possible. Prevent mold growth. Mold can thrive in damp environments. Address water leaks promptly, keep bathrooms and kitchens well ventilated, and use exhaust fans to reduce moisture. Reduce cooking emissions. Cooking can release particles and gases into the air. Use exhaust fans while cooking, and consider using an air purifier in the kitchen. Test for radon. Radon is a colorless, odorless gas that can seep into homes and is a known carcinogen. Consider testing your home for radon and take steps to mitigate it if levels are high. By implementing these measures, you can significantly improve your indoor air quality and create a home environment that supports lung health. Ensuring that the air you breathe at home is clean and healthy is a proactive step toward better respiratory well-being. Regular cleaning. Consistent cleaning routines, including dusting, vacuuming, and wiping down surfaces, can help reduce the buildup of dust and other airborne particles. Pay particular attention to frequently used areas and bedrooms. Avoid strong fragrances. Many air fresheners and scented products release volatile chemicals into the air, which can irritate the respiratory system. Opt for unscented or naturally scented alternatives. Control pet allergens. If you have pets, take measures to minimize allergens. Regularly groom and bathe your pets, vacuum with a HEPA filter, and designate pet-free zones in the home. Regular HVAC maintenance. Ensure your heating, ventilation, and air conditioning (HVAC) systems are cleaned and serviced regularly. This can prevent the buildup of contaminants and ensure efficient filtration of indoor air. Monitor carbon monoxide. Install and regularly test carbon monoxide detectors in your home, particularly near bedrooms and areas with combustion appliances like gas stoves or heaters. Minimize indoor chemicals. Reducing the use of chemical products, like aerosol sprays and harsh cleaning agents, can minimize indoor air pollution. Choose eco-friendly alternatives to keep the air clean. Filter changes. If you use air filters in your HVAC system or standalone air purifiers, don't forget to replace or clean the filters as recommended by the manufacturer. Dirty or clogged filters are less effective at removing contaminants. Monitor indoor radon levels. Radon is a naturally occurring radioactive gas that can infiltrate homes. Consider conducting a radon test to ensure safe levels in your living space. No idling. Avoid letting your vehicle idle in an attached garage or near open windows. Carbon monoxide and other vehicle emissions can enter your home, compromising air quality. Create cross-ventilation. In good weather, open windows on opposite sides of the house to create a cross-ventilation effect. This can help fresh air circulate and reduce indoor pollutants. Improving indoor air quality is an ongoing effort, but the benefits for your lung health are substantial. And minimizing clean and healthy indoor air not only reduces the risk of respiratory issues, but also provides a more comfortable and pleasant living environment for you and your family. Understanding the sources, effects, and ways to minimize exposure to outdoor air pollution is crucial for protecting our lung health and overall well-being. Sources of outdoor air pollution. Outdoor air pollution emanates from various sources, including vehicular emissions, industrial processes, construction activities, and natural factors like wildfires and pollen. Ground-level ozone, particulate matter, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, and nitrogen oxides are common pollutants that contribute to respiratory issues. Health implications. Exposure to outdoor air pollution can have profound health effects. It's associated with the development and exacerbation of respiratory conditions such as asthma, bronchitis, and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD. Long-term exposure to air pollution is also linked to heart disease, lung cancer, and other systemic health problems. Understanding Air Quality Index, AQI. The Air Quality Index, AQI, is a valuable tool for gauging the safety of outdoor air. It provides information on pollutant levels and health implications. Regularly checking the AQI in your area can help you make informed decisions about outdoor activities. Minimizing exposure. Minimizing exposure to outdoor air pollution is essential for lung health. Here are some strategies to help reduce your risk. Stay informed, keep track of local air quality reports and forecasts. Limit outdoor activities on days when the AQI indicates poor air quality. Choose off-peak times. Whenever possible, plan outdoor activities during times when traffic and industrial emissions are lower, such as early mornings or late evenings. Exercise in green spaces. Opt for outdoor exercise in green, open spaces like parks. These areas often have better air quality compared to congested urban areas. Use public transport. When feasible, use public transportation or carpooling to reduce the number of vehicles on the road and minimize emissions. Avoid high-traffic routes. Choose routes for walking or cycling that avoid high-traffic areas, especially during RUSH hours. Stay indoors during poor air quality. On days with high pollution levels, consider indoor exercise, and keep windows and doors closed to prevent polluted air from entering your home. Use air purifiers. Employ air purifiers with HEPA filters in your home to help remove airborne particles and allergens from indoor air. Grow indoor plants. Some houseplants can help improve indoor air quality by absorbing pollutants. Examples include spider plants, snake plants, and peace lilies. Reduce energy consumption. Support cleaner air by reducing your energy consumption and using energy-efficient appliances. This can decrease the demand on power plants that emit pollutants. Advocate for change. Get involved in local or national efforts to reduce outdoor air pollution. Support policies and initiatives that promote cleaner air and sustainable transportation. By understanding outdoor air pollution, staying informed, and adopting proactive measures to minimize exposure, you can protect your lung health and contribute to cleaner air for everyone. Prioritizing clean outdoor air is an investment in your long-term well-being and that of future generations. The importance of personal protective equipment. If you live in an area prone to wildfires or engage in outdoor activities during high pollen seasons, consider wearing personal protective equipment. Masks, goggles, and hats can help reduce your exposure to airborne particles and allergens. Limit vehicle idling. When waiting in your vehicle, particularly in drive-through lines or at school pickups, turn off your engine instead of idling. Idling emits harmful pollutants and wastes fuel. Promote green spaces. Support the development and maintenance of green spaces in your community. Trees and green areas act as natural air purifiers and help mitigate the effects of pollution. Seek out air quality alerts. Many regions offer air quality alert systems that notify residents when air quality is particularly poor. Sign up for these alerts to stay informed and take appropriate precautions. Reduce indoor sources of pollution. Sometimes, outdoor air pollution can infiltrate your home. Minimize indoor sources of pollution, such as tobacco smoke, harsh cleaning chemicals, and open flames. This can improve indoor air quality and reduce your overall exposure to pollutants. Advocate for clean transportation. Support efforts for cleaner transportation options, such as electric vehicles and improved public transportation. Sustainable transportation reduces the emissions of pollutants that contribute to outdoor air pollution. Outdoor air pollution and children. children are particularly vulnerable to the effects of outdoor air pollution. Their lungs are still developing, and they tend to breathe more rapidly, which can increase exposure. Pay special attention to air quality when children are outdoors, and encourage healthy outdoor play in green spaces. Consider relocation. If you live in an area with chronic and severe outdoor air pollution, you may want to consider relocation to a region with better air quality. While this is not feasible for everyone, it can significantly improve your lung health. Minimizing exposure to outdoor air pollution is not only an individual responsibility, but a collective one as well. By implementing these strategies and advocating for cleaner air in your community, you can contribute to a healthier environment for all, reduce the burden of respiratory diseases, and create a safer and more vibrant world for generations to come. Workplace respiratory hazards: how to protect your lungs on the job. For many of us, a significant portion of our lives is spent in the workplace. However, it's essential to recognize that some jobs carry respiratory hazards that can impact lung health. In this discussion, we'll explore the sources of these hazards and strategies to safeguard your lungs while on the job. Understanding workplace respiratory hazards. Workplace respiratory hazards encompass a range of substances and conditions that, when inhaled, can harm the respiratory system. These hazards are often present in specific industries and job roles. Common examples include dust and particulate matter. Dust from construction sites, manufacturing plants, or agricultural fields can be inhaled and lead to lung irritation, allergies, or more severe conditions like silicosis. Chemical fumes and gases. Industries involving chemicals, such as laboratories or manufacturing facilities, can expose workers to harmful fumes, which may damage the respiratory system. Asbestos. Asbestos is a well-known workplace hazard, particularly in industries related to construction and insulation. Exposure to asbestos fibers can lead to serious lung conditions, including mesothelioma. Biological hazards. Healthcare workers, lab technicians, or anyone handling biological materials can be at risk of exposure to infectious agents that affect respiratory health. Combustion byproducts. Workers in welding, firefighting, or similar professions may face exposure to combustion byproducts, which can irritate the airways and lead to respiratory issues. Protecting your lungs on the job. Ensuring your lungs remain healthy while working in environments with respiratory hazards is of utmost importance. Here are strategies to protect your respiratory health. Use personal protective equipment, PPE. Always wear the appropriate respiratory protective gear, such as masks, respirators, and gloves, as mandated by your workplace. Proper ventilation. Ensure that your workplace has adequate ventilation systems in place to reduce exposure to airborne pollutants. Regular health checkups. Undergo periodic health assessments to monitor lung function and identify any early signs of respiratory issues. Training and education. Employers should provide comprehensive training on the safe handling of workplace hazards, including respiratory risks and proper use of PPE. Reduce exposure. Limit the time of exposure to hazardous substances and minimize direct contact where possible. Follow safety guidelines closely. Stay informed, keep up to date with your industry's safety regulations and guidelines to ensure compliance with the most current protective measures. Hygiene practices. Implement thorough personal hygiene practices to reduce the risk of ingesting or inhaling harmful particles or microbes. Emergency response plan. Know the emergency procedures in case of accidental exposure, and have access to emergency equipment like IWSH stations or safety showers. Advocate for safety. If you notice unsafe conditions or practices in your workplace, report them to your employer or the relevant safety authorities. Consider career changes. If your health is consistently at risk, it may be worth exploring alternative career options that don't expose you to respiratory hazards. Protecting your lungs in a potentially hazardous workplace is a shared responsibility between employers and employees. It's essential to prioritize your health and safety, and if necessary, collaborate with your employer to ensure that the workplace is as free from respiratory hazards as possible. In doing so, you can reduce the risk of workplace-related respiratory issues and lead a healthier and safer professional life. Respiratory hazard identification. Being vigilant and identifying specific hazards in your workplace is a key aspect of protection. Regularly review safety data sheets, SDS, for chemicals, materials, or substances you encounter. Familiarize yourself with the potential respiratory risks associated with your job tasks. Collaborate with your occupational health team. Many workplaces have occupational health teams or specialists who can help assess and mitigate respiratory hazards. Collaborate with them to ensure that you have the right tools, information, and resources to protect your lungs effectively. Stay hydrated and well-nourished. Adequate hydration and proper nutrition can enhance your body's ability to cope with environmental toxins. A well-hydrated body can better eliminate toxins through the respiratory system. Regular monitoring of lung function. For workers in high-risk environments, routine lung function tests, such as spirometry, can help detect early signs of lung problems. Discuss the frequency of these tests with your occupational health provider. Psychological support. Recognize that working in environments with respiratory hazards can be mentally and emotionally challenging. Seek psychological support or counseling when needed to address stress or anxiety related to workplace hazards. Stay informed about legal rights. Be aware of your legal rights as a worker, including those related to workplace safety and compensation for occupational diseases. Knowledge of your rights can be a powerful tool to ensure a safe working environment. Regular equipment maintenance. Ensure that respiratory protective equipment, such as respirators and masks, is well maintained and regularly inspected for any defects. Faulty equipment can compromise your safety. Know emergency response procedures. In the event of exposure to hazardous substances, it's crucial to know the proper emergency response procedures and the location of emergency equipment and exits. Advocacy and union support. If you're part of a labor union, they may offer support and resources related to workplace safety and health. Unions can advocate for improved working conditions and hazard reduction. Regular health surveillance. Participate in workplace health surveillance programs if available. These programs can monitor your health and identify any signs of respiratory problems at an early stage. By proactively taking these steps and actively participating in safeguarding your respiratory health, you can reduce the risk of workplace-related lung issues. Additionally, promoting a culture of safety in your workplace can help protect not only your lungs, but also those of your colleagues. Remember that your health is paramount, and it's your right to ensure your workplace prioritizes safety and respiratory well-being. Smoking and secondhand smoke, strategies for quitting and avoiding exposure. Smoking and exposure to secondhand smoke are among the most significant respiratory hazards faced by individuals and their loved ones. Understanding the health risks associated with smoking and secondhand smoke exposure, and having strategies to quit smoking and avoid such exposure, is paramount for protecting lung health. The risks of smoking. Smoking tobacco is a leading cause of preventable diseases, including a range of respiratory issues. Lung cancer. Smoking is the primary cause of lung cancer. It damages lung tissue and promotes the growth of cancerous cells. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD. Smoking is the leading risk factor for COPD, a progressive lung condition that includes chronic bronchitis and emphysema. Asthma. Smoking can worsen asthma symptoms and decrease the effectiveness of asthma medications. Respiratory infections. Smokers are more susceptible to respiratory infections like pneumonia and bronchitis. The dangers of secondhand smoke. Exposure to secondhand smoke, or environmental tobacco smoke, is also harmful, particularly to non-smokers. Respiratory problems. Secondhand smoke exposure can lead to respiratory symptoms, particularly in children. It can worsen asthma and increase the risk of respiratory infections. Sudden infant death syndrome, SIDS. Infants exposed to secondhand smoke have a higher risk of SIDS. Cardiovascular disease. Even brief exposure to secondhand smoke can harm the cardiovascular system and increase the risk of heart disease. Strategies for quitting smoking. Set a quit date, choose a specific date to quit smoking and commit to it. Nicotine replacement therapy, NRT options like nicotine gum, patches, and lozenges can help manage cravings. Prescription medications. Talk to a healthcare provider about prescription medications that can assist with quitting, such as varenicline or bupropion. Counseling and support groups. Consider individual counseling or join a support group to gain insights, motivation, and strategies for quitting. Mindfulness and stress management. Adopt stress reduction techniques like mindfulness, meditation, or yoga to manage triggers that lead to smoking. Avoid triggers. Identify situations or behaviors that trigger smoking and develop strategies to avoid or cope with them differently. Stay active. Regular physical activity can reduce cravings and alleviate withdrawal symptoms. Healthy eating. Maintain a balanced diet to help manage weight gain that may occur after quitting. Stay accountable. Share your goal of quitting with family and friends who can provide support and encouragement. Celebrate milestones. Reward yourself for reaching milestones in your journey to becoming smoke-free. Strategies for avoiding secondhand smoke. Set boundaries. Make your home and personal spaces smoke-free zones. Request that others respect these boundaries. Ask for smoke-free environments. When visiting friends or family, kindly ask for a smoke-free environment. Choose smoke-free public places. Favor restaurants, bars, and entertainment venues that have smoke-free policies. Support smoke-free policies. Advocate for smoke-free policies in your community, including smoke-free public areas and parks. Educate loved ones. Share information with family members and friends about the dangers of secondhand smoke and the importance of maintaining a smoke-free environment. By quitting smoking and minimizing secondhand smoke exposure, you not only protect your lung health, but also set a positive example for those around you. The journey to quitting smoking may be challenging, but with determination, support, and effective strategies, it is achievable. Moreover, by avoiding exposure to secondhand smoke, you help create healthier environments for yourself and those you care about. Consider professional help. If you find quitting smoking to be particularly challenging, don't hesitate to seek professional assistance. Smoking cessation programs, counseling, and support from healthcare providers can provide invaluable guidance. Mindful habits for stress management. Replace smoking with healthier habits for coping with stress. Mindfulness, deep breathing exercises, and other relaxation techniques can be effective in managing stress without turning to cigarettes. Build a support network. Let your friends and family know about your decision to quit smoking. Their encouragement, understanding, and support can be instrumental in your journey. Plan for cravings. It's essential to have a plan for handling cravings when they arise. Recognize that cravings are temporary and remind yourself why you decided to quit. Celebrate success. Acknowledge and reward yourself for your achievements along the way. Marking milestones in your smoke-free journey can be motivating and reinforce your commitment to quitting. Identify triggers and avoidance. Understand the situations or triggers that make you want to smoke. Once identified, make a conscious effort to avoid or cope with these triggers in healthier ways. Stay informed. Educate yourself about the health benefits of quitting smoking. Recognize that your lung health and overall well-being will improve over time. Avoid temptation. Get rid of cigarettes, lighters, ashtrays, and any reminders of smoking from your environment. A smoke-free space makes it easier to avoid temptation. Financial motivation. Consider the financial savings you'll gain by quitting smoking. Calculate how much money you'll save and set aside those funds for a reward or a special treat. Support for avoiding secondhand smoke. Communicate openly. Talk to friends, family members, or colleagues who smoke, explaining your desire for a smoke-free environment. Most people will respect your health concerns. Designate smoking areas. If possible, encourage those who smoke to do so away from non-smokers, reducing secondhand smoke exposure for everyone. Choose smoke-free living. When searching for housing or accommodations, prioritize smoke-free options to ensure a healthier living environment. Use air purifiers. Consider using air purifiers with HEPA filters in indoor spaces to help remove smoke particles from the air. Support smoke-free policies, advocate for stronger smoke-free policies in your community, and support initiatives to protect the health of non-smokers. Quitting smoking and avoiding secondhand smoke are powerful steps toward a healthier life. It's a journey that requires patience, commitment, and ongoing support. By implementing these strategies and seeking assistance when needed, you can protect your lung health and contribute to a safer and cleaner environment for yourself and those around you.